Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Nature City Podcast. I'm your host, Carl Pradelli, and I'm also the CEO and co-founder of Nature City, having started the company over 20 years ago with my wife, Beth, and since then, it's been our privilege to have served over 500,000 Americans by offering them the best supplements we can make. As we head now into 2024, I want to talk about a product which I feel was our product of the year last year, and why you should make it part of your 2024 and beyond. And I'm going to give you 24 specific benefits of this product that have been shown from the scientific research with the ingredients. The product is TrueBerry7, our superfruit drink blend. I have my glass right here. I'm drinking it. I like to drink it over ice. People put it in smoothies, shakes. They do all kinds of things with it. The key is to use it because it's just so potent, powerful. And as you can tell, I'm pretty passionate about it. You know, one of my pet peeves about, vegetable and fruit blends I see in supplements is they give you this long list of impressive sounding ingredients, and a lot of times they combine them into some type of blend. And you really have no idea how much you're getting of the individual ingredients, and is there enough to make a difference? Am I getting the good stuff, the bad stuff? Is there any documented scientific evidence for these particular ingredients? We all have limited amounts of money and budgets. We can only spend so much, not only on supplements, but just products in general. So I want to take products that I know are providing specific benefits, and there's a research to support those benefits too. So that's really what we set out to do with TrueBerry7. It's not a new product. It's actually something that's evolved over 15 years. As the science has evolved, we make upgrades to the product. And I got to tell you now, I really think we have this product in a place where it's just fabulous and can do so many different things, as we're going to discuss today. So we're going to talk about each ingredient quickly, one by one, and tell you the specific benefits you can derive from that ingredient. So we're going to start with the Pomanox P30 whole pomegranate powder. We like this because it does come from the entire pomegranate fruit. And what's nice is the extract is made just solely with water, right? There's no solvents or chemicals involved in the process. It's a very, very clean ingredient. What's also nice is the makers of Pomanox have also invested millions of dollars in research showing many, many benefits from this extract. You may have seen my interview with Andrea Zagara from the company that makes Pomanox, Euromed, and we talked in depth about these benefits, but we'll quickly run through them now. It starts really with the cardiovascular benefits. Pomanox P30 can help you, maintain already healthy blood sugar levels and promote nitric oxide production for, better blood flow. It can help support cardiovascular health by promoting a healthy inflammation response and reducing oxidative stress. You may know your doctor considers a blood marker called C-reactive protein, which is a measure of inflammation in the body. With Pomanox helping you maintain a healthy inflammation response, you can also maintain healthy CRP levels. In addition to your cardiovascular health, Pomanox also shows brain health benefits, helping improve cognitive performance and also supporting a better mood. Also another benefit that wasn't expected, at least from me with Pomanox 30, but Pomanox P30 also helps promote stronger, more dense and thicker hair, and actually may help you reduce normal age-related hair loss, right? So, as you're, running a brush or comb through your hair, you may see less hair accumulating on that brush after using Pomanox P30 for some time. In addition, if you're active and like me, like to stay active, whether it be walking, working out, golfing, tennis, or your favorite sport, Pomanox helps promote endurance during physical activity and also supports joint and muscle recovery. So not only do you have your workout today, but Pomanox P30 helps you get ready for your workouts tomorrow or the next day by helping your muscles recover from today's workout. And finally, Pomanox P30, and I say finally because it's not the end, because they're still making a lot of investments in new research, and I know there's going to be a bigger list of benefits when we talk about Pomanox P30 next year. But for now, we also have Pomanox P30 pomegranate helps support weight management goals by promoting satiety, right? Which, basically means it helps you feel like you're fuller and you're less likely to snack less between meals with Pomanox P30, another nice added benefit. So we got benefits ranging from cardiovascular to heart health to how we appear in terms of our hair. I know that we're also working on potential skin benefits. Helps build our endurance and muscle recovery from exercise, and also may help promote weight management through its satiety properties. Next up, ingredient number 2 is the CogniGrape Sicilian grape extract. As you can tell by CogniGrape, it's for cognitive health. And what's interesting about these grapes is you can tell from the names, Sicilian grape extract grows in Sicily, Italy. And the vines are grown really in the shadows of the largest active volcano in Europe, which is called Mount Etna. The soil surrounding this volcano, which is always in some stage of erupting, some days more than others, is very rich in, very dense in terms of mineral content. And as a result, the fruit and vegetables that grow in this area are very nutritionally dense. This is coupled with hot days and cold nights. So you have these wild temperature fluctuations, which causes the plants to need to produce even more of the antioxidant, polyphenols and other things to help protect the plant. So as a result, you have a very nutritionally dense fruit, in this case, a grape extract. And what they found doing research on this grape extract, it had a lot of great cognitive health properties. And what we really like and what attracted us to this is they did their research on healthy middle-aged adults. Okay, so these are folks who are ready. They were starting to feel some age-related effects of, in terms of cognitive loss, a slow decline, but they were largely healthy. And to give you an example, one of the tests they did to assess cognitive function was something called the MMSI. It's a scale of 0 to 30. The people on average at the start of this were around 27, so they're really, already very healthy, performing very well cognitively. But after taking CogniGrape for about 12 weeks, they still managed to improve even more on the scale. And this was just one of several scales they use to assess memory and cognitive performance. But again, being able to show a significant improvement in that short time frame in healthy adults was very, very impressive. And they just completed a second study to validate these results. So, and we'll have, you may recall, Tyler Reese joined me for an interview where we discussed the effects of CogniGrape, and we'll invite Tyler back to discuss the second study once it's published here very shortly. So some specific benefits. I mentioned the improvement in cognitive performance assessments and cognitive activities. Also helps healthy adults with cognitive skills such as attention, language, immediate and delayed memory. Helps support a more positive mood balance and increased ability to respond better to everyday stressors. So you just think how this helps you think clearer, right? Just being able to respond better to stress. How much, we've all been in the position where we're trying to leave the house, can't find our keys, can't find our wallet, although they're kind of hiding in plain sight. And that's just kind of because letting stress get the better of us. With CogniGrape, helps us cope with that a little better, and that in effect also just helps our ability to think and respond better cognitively, and and not lose our keys when they're right in front of us, but we just are too stressed to really recognize that. So that's CogniGrape. Third ingredient in TrueBerry7 is NeuroFactor, the whole coffee fruit, another great ingredient to support cognitive and brain health. Coffee, when we think of coffee, we think of a bean. But that bean is actually surrounded by a nice bright red flesh, which often just gets discarded because the bean is really the prize of the fruit and used to make coffee grounds. But what researchers at Futureceuticals discovered is this fruit has some really unique brain health properties. Specifically, helps stimulate the production of an important neuroprotein called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF for short. Okay, this BDNF has a lot of important roles in our brain. It helps support the brain's memory, learning, and thinking functions. Also helps support our emotional health and moods, and also helping brain cells recover from the effects of stress. So research with NeuroFactor was pretty interesting. So interesting, it just recently won Ingredient of the Year by NutraIngredients, a publication, industry publication. And the reason why they found that NeuroFactor was the ingredient of the year for cognitive function is it really helps support uniquely some elements of working memory, including better reaction time. Okay, so this is the time it takes required to perform specific tasks. So with the help of NeuroFactor, people were able to complete these tasks much quicker than without NeuroFactor. On top of that, they were also able to help do these tasks with better accuracy and less errors in completing these cognitive tasks. On top of all that, NeuroFactor helps support brain connectivity, essentially the communication between different parts of the brain. So it helps, helps those different parts of the brain really process information for better clarity, better cognitive function. So that's NeuroFactor ingredient number 4. We're back to cardiovascular health with Capros, which is an amla extract. Amla is also known as Indian gooseberry. And this is a really special one. I say to folks, if you're looking to do something beyond omega-3s and CoQ10 for your heart health, consider Capros because it does so much, more than almost any other botanic I could think of for cardiovascular and heart health. So why can it do this? Well, the specific polyphenols or tannins that are in the amla fruit have some really unique properties, okay? Usually when a polyphenol helps neutralize a free radical, and this is true of other antioxidants too, at that point, the antioxidant is kind of spent, right? It can't do no more to help you. In some cases, it actually can have pro-oxidant effects where it turns into one of the bad guys, and now another antioxidant has to come along and neutralize that free radical. Well, not only does amla have no pro-oxidant capability or ability, it also has what's called cascading antioxidant properties. Okay, so not only does it not get spent after neutralizing a free radical, but with the amla polyphenols, they actually help create metabolites that would also kind of have cascading antioxidant properties, which make them really, really valuable to your health. So the makers of Capros, what they did is they really concentrated 4 of these polyphenols that they found were very helpful for cardiovascular health and heart health. And they did about 8 different research studies showing the many ways that Capros can support cardiovascular and heart health. Some of the benefits: help maintain already healthy total cholesterol and the components of cholesterol, such as your LDL cholesterol, your HDL cholesterol, and your triglyceride levels. Help support a healthy inflammation response and maintain already healthy C-reactive protein levels. We talked a little bit about that with respect to pomegranate. Well, Capros also helps support a healthy inflammation response so you can maintain healthy CRP levels, which your doctor will certainly agree is an important goal for your long-term heart health and cardiovascular health, and really just everything in your body. Inflammation is, can be challenging for so many different parts of our health. In addition, Capros helps support nitric oxide production to maintain healthy blood flow. Healthy blood flow is important for so many parts of our health, and stimulating and supporting nitric oxide production, as Capros does, is very important to those goals. Helping to protect, we said, such an important and powerful antioxidant, the polyphenols from amla. Well, they really help protect against oxidative stress, which is also important for maintaining good heart and cardiovascular health. And in particular, they help support healthy glutathione and antioxidant activity. So glutathione is sometimes called the master antioxidant, one of the most important antioxidants in our body. It controls so many different, it's almost like, I guess you call it the commander-in-chief, if you will, of your antioxidant defense. And Capros has been shown to really help support glutathione's efforts, and so you can get the most benefits from your antioxidant defense and protecting against oxidative stress. So a lot of different cardiovascular and heart health benefits with Capros, which is one of the reasons why we include it in the TrueBerry7 formula. Next up, CherryPure tart cherry powder. Now, tart cherries are a little different from the ordinary cherries you see in the market. They're kind of brighter red, and they're a little more sour tasting or tart tasting than regular cherries. And this is really due to the higher concentration of beneficial polyphenols, which are actually specific ones called anthocyanin 1, anthocyanin 2, which really help promote a healthy inflammation response, among other benefits. So people who started using and consuming tart cherry juice did so because they were either, long distance runners or, other maybe triathletes. And they really found that tart cherry juice gave them, greater endurance and also helped them recover from those activities so their muscles and their body was ready to work out again when it was time for the next workout. We've also found that with CherryPure, the researchers found that not only does CherryPure help with the recovery, but also from both strength and endurance exercise, by the way, but it also helps enhance performance during endurance exercise. So if you're involved in some type of endurance exercise, you may find yourself recording better times with the help of CherryPure than if you weren't taking CherryPure. And I should mention CherryPure, tart cherries originally, kind of originated in France in the Montmorency Valley, but actually the tart cherry capital of the world is now in northern Michigan. If you're familiar with Traverse City in northern Michigan, that's where the most potent and finest tart cherries are now grown, and that's where CherryPure comes from. What we like about it, it's really concentrated, so it takes about 50 pounds of fresh tart cherries to make 1 pound of CherryPure. So really, really concentrated, and it's 100% tart cherry powder, no fillers, no additives used. And on top of that, we have the research to show it supports not only active nutrition in terms of helping improve performance and recovery, but the newest finding is it helps support healthy uric acid levels. Okay, this is really important for a couple of reasons. One, for kidney health, right? Maintaining healthy uric acid levels is important, so it doesn't help encourage kidney stone formation, and also important for your joints. You may have heard that elevated uric acid can lead to episodes of gout or some other joint health problems. So that's why we want to maintain healthy uric acid levels. And there's been research with CherryPure showing it does exactly that. So people already with healthy uric acid levels, it showed that it helped them optimize those levels a little bit more. So a nice extra benefit to the CherryPure tart cherry powder. Next up, we have Eldermune, the Eldermune organic elderberry and prebiotic fiber combination. If you want to know more about Eldermune, or maybe you're already checked out my interview with Eric Kennison from NutriSciences, where we talked in depth about Eldermune and why really it's the premier source for elderberries and for supplements in our view, over other options available. It's really challenging right now with elderberries for immune health because there's a lot of adulteration in the marketplace. People selling other types of fruits and passing them off as elderberry, for example, blueberries, which are fine in their own right, but they don't have the immune health properties of Eldermune, or they're just dyeing powder to make it look like Eldermune. There's a lot of things going on there. You do not have to worry about adulteration or counterfeit elderberry. With Eldermune is pure, potent, organic elderberry, and combined with prebiotic fiber for even more benefits, helps improve the digestibility of the compounds in elderberry that really provide the immune system support, helps get more of those into your system for greater and better immune system health. And with the Eldermune, this is a good example of how we upgraded the TrueBerry7 formula to fit both the desires of consumers and what was going on in the world, in general. So a few years ago, when we were all more focused on immune health, we recognized that, TrueBerry7 was a little light on its ability to help support immune system function. So we went out and found the best elderberry extract we could, which is Eldermune. Again, it's a very, very highly concentrated, elderberry powder. I think it takes about 65 pounds of fresh elderberries to make 1 pound of this elderberry juice concentrate. And then what they do is they combine that with some of this prebiotic fiber, again, organic prebiotic fiber, which helps improve the potency and digestibility of the key elderberry polyphenol compounds for even more immune health support. So, to summarize, benefits from elderberry: helps support immune system function, helps protect against oxidative stress, which again is so important for our immune system health, not to let free radicals overwhelm our antioxidant system, which can compromise our health and wellness and immune system. And then also just help promote general wellness. It's something that you can use year-round to support immune system health. So it's not just for the colder weather months. This is something that helps you year-round in all your goals in terms of your immune system. And last but not least, in TrueBerry7, we have superfruit number 7, which is the MegaNatural-BP grape seed extract. We talked a little bit earlier about the CogniGrape ingredient, which is made from the grape skins and the grape flesh. MegaNatural-BP is actually made from the grape seed, and it's concentrated to be over 90% of the polyphenols, and the particular polyphenols that help support healthy blood pressure. MegaNatural-BP actually comes from Napa Valley, from California wine country, and is made from unfermented wine grapes by one of the biggest premium wine companies in the world, Constellation Brands. And what's nice about MegaNatural-BP is, again, they've invested in and published at least 3, I think maybe it's 4, research studies demonstrating the blood pressure supporting properties of this patented grapeseed extract. In particular, it helps you maintain already healthy levels of systolic blood pressure, so that's the top number. Also helps maintain already healthy diastolic blood pressure levels, diastolic being the bottom number of the blood pressure reading. It also helps support, as we've seen with Capros and with pomegranate, also helps support nitric oxide production to help support healthy blood flow, which of course also helps not only provide blood pressure support, but really supports the entire cardiovascular system, really your entire body, also brain health and energy levels and so much more. So promoting nitric oxide in our vascular system is always a good thing. So there you have it. I gave you, if you add them all up, I gave you, I think, at least 24 benefits from these 7 superfruits in TrueBerry7. How do you use this product? Okay, it's, one of the things that I found with TrueBerry7 is drinking 1 glass is terrific and a good use of your time and money. But to get the full benefits of TrueBerry7, you really want to drink 2 servings a day. So if you could find that extra $1 in your daily budget, and I know each dollar matters these days, but if you could find that extra $1 to drink 2 servings instead of 1, I think you're going to be rewarded, and really it's going to benefit your long-term health over time, and it'll be a wise investment for you. So if you can, 1's great. TrueBerry7, 1 serving TrueBerry7 is great. 2 servings of TrueBerry7 is really ideal to get. And again, you can mix it. It's, you can see it has a nice purple color. It's not sweet. We purposely didn't make it sweet. I know folks don't like when things are too sweet. If you want to add some sweetness, you certainly can do that. Has a nice jammy flavor. You're going to be able to taste all the different tannins and polyphenols in here. It's like drinking kind of like a young wine a little bit. But again, you could adjust it to your taste. You could add some more water to soften it up a bit. You can add less water if you prefer it that way. You can add it to your shakes, your protein shakes. You can add it to, smoothies you make. People do different things with it. We've had people combine it with cereal and do, other things that they like to do, however they like to take it. But this is really something that I really recommend everybody take. Okay. Get incredible amount of polyphenols, which have been shown, not only to help us age well, but actually they've shown higher levels of polyphenol intake over time. They actually help us with longevity, just help us live a little longer too. A lot of great things, great ways to benefit with TrueBerry7. So please check it out. It's on natureseed.com. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us. We're always here to help. So that's it for this week's episode. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel to see future episodes of the Nature City podcast. You can also listen to us on your favorite streaming service, whether it be Apple, Spotify, Google Podcast. Also encourage you, when you go to naturecity.com, sign up for our email list if you're not on it already. You'll get alerts each week when the latest podcast episodes drop. You know, as you see, we do a lot of interviews with key people. You know, we really try to educate is a big part of what Nature City tries to do, so you know exactly what you're putting into your body. So we try to give you the most information we can to help you make good health decisions. So that's it for this week's episode. I'm Carl Pradelli, and I will see you next week.